Back again. It's Man U in the house. It's been a minute. We just missing Dior, but we here. Gabe is here. Jeff is here. Scoot is here. Your boy Jordan Jackson's here. Today we're gonna bring to y'all. We're gonna talk about tiers and rankings. NFL season is what, 3 days away?
3 days away.
Sir.
3 days away, baby. Go Raiders. I'm probably gonna get on the grill on Thursday, so y'all pull up, throw some meat on there, watch the game. So with that being football being so close, we're gonna start with QBs. I think we all can agree it's QB league. Is there anybody that disagrees that not a QB league?
It's definitely a quarterback league.
All the way. It's about to be a wide receiver league.
Hell yeah, exactly. So we're gonna go over each other's who we have in our top rankings / tiers. We had a conversation that why some people don't
conversation.
Yes, why some people don't like tiers and why some do like tiers. I'm ignorant to it. I thought tiers were rankings and you were just kind of like making subgroups within the rankings. But I'm going to turn it over to Jeff real quick, man. I really like what we were talking about earlier with your opinion on it, man. So enlighten the people with that.
Man, we're hearing so much about everybody wanting to put them in a tier or in a ranking. And I don't like it because a lot of times we ignore the fact that there's 50 other guys on this team. And so for me, I have my own tier ranking system, but I'm not basing it off of necessarily pure stats. I'm not going off of a championship because plenty of GOATs or plenty of great quarterbacks never won a championship. And it wasn't because they weren't good enough to win a championship. There was a rest of a team that couldn't hold up their end of the bargain either. So that's my issue with it. I really don't like when we start ranking them unless you can tell me, all right, I would put that guy in my top tier because if I put him on the field, I don't care how far we're down, we're probably going to come back or we're getting right there or we're still in this game no matter what.
Okay. And I like that because when I was doing mine and I was realizing how much of a team sport this really is because it's like, damn, these dudes are good, but you automatically, naturally, you want to think about, okay, who's got the bowls, who's winning games and stuff like that. You can't do any of that stuff by yourself. But for the sake of the time that we're in and it's just close to football, we just going to just do it anyways. So, hey, but I would love to hear everybody's reasoning on why they have this person there. So I say we'll run it. We'll do like 2 or 3 tiers. We'll do the top. We'll start with the top tier because it's the most juicy, obviously. So, and then just go through your tier and just tell me why you place these dudes where they're at. Why do you have one above the other and stuff like that, or who you missing out, or who you might think might be able to jump into that tier. I know you guys all have your own little takes on it. But so who wants to be on the hot seat first? Because that's a hot seat.
I'll go first.
All right, Gabe. All right, let's go. Gabe, go first.
Hold on. Let me go first. Let me take a peek at my list real quick. I only had so many on it.
Yeah, I only did 20 because honestly, bro, once it got down to like Davis Mills and Carson Wentz, I don't care about those dudes.
I had 4 tiers, and tier 4 was just the rest of them niggas. So that's why if you ain't make the first 3, then you the rest of them.
Right. Oh, before we even get into that, hold on.
Yes.
Right. So Jeff is kind of winging it, which is cool because I think it's naturally for him because he doesn't really do this anyways.
Yeah.
We all agree that there's a difference between real life tiers and for fantasy tiers. We all agree on that?
Correct.
Sure.
Okay.
Correct.
So I did
the
the fantasy
I did was real life.
Okay, so
I did real life.
We'll start with real life.
Too.
No, let's start with real life. I was gonna say let's start with
Okay.
real life because that's where the controversy comes in. Real life was hard for me. So all right, go ahead. Start us off with your tier 1.
All right. So for my real life tier 1, I have, let me see what my math looking like. 6 quarterbacks. I got Tom Brady. I got Aaron. I got Pat Mahomes. And the next 3 have not won a Super Bowl, but to me, I believe they are capable of winning a Super Bowl, which is why I have them up here. Or I should put it this way. If there's a draft and those 3 quarterbacks are taken, these next 3 are the ones who are getting selected in my mind. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson. That's my 6. Obviously, regardless of what was going on with Deshaun,
the news
off
just
the
dropped
field,
today. We talk about Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
he's back,
like,
baby.
Regardless of what's going on with Deshaun off the field, there is no denying that man's talent on the field.
It's proven.
And when he's on the field, it's a problem.
It's
he
proven.
Took the Texans to the play. Didn't he go to the playoff pretty much every year besides like his rookie years and shit like that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the proof is in the pudding. And if
24-0
you know,
up on the Chiefs, but okay.
All right,
yeah,
so I
but
think,
you know, shit happens.
I think your three. I think your top three. I think your top three is universal, damn near around the world. Now that last three,
you can't debate the first three. See, now I almost wanted to end it at those three.
Yeah,
I almost
tier
wanted
one.
to end it at those.
Tier
I
one.
almost wanted to
Real
end
life
it at
tier
those
one.
three, and then just put those other three down to tier two. But at the same time, I think Josh Allen is that guy, and I also think Lamar and Deshaun are that guys. And now, well, besides the Ravens being completely injured, I can't really. I'm gonna give Lamar a benefit of the doubt right now. But Deshaun, when he get back, and Josh Allen team right now, they got all the weapons, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're sitting in a better position, honestly, than any of those other quarterbacks in the name. Those two.
Who wants to be
Deshaun
the first?
And, Josh.
Who wants to be the first to dispute or match up and challenge Gabe's tier one? I'll let y'all decide.
Who do you guys have different? Obviously, the first three you probably all have in there, but
let Scoot put his tier one up against you. Let's see.
So my tier one only has 4 quarterbacks, and then like I got like this window between tier one and tier two of like
1.5
quarterbacks. Yeah, 4 quarterbacks that are on their way there. They ain't there yet, but
they
like
can get there.
They can't get there.
Okay, so I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about
wait,
like
well, should
somebody
we?
Who could
Okay,
get
I'm
there.
sorry. Hold on, Scoop. Before you say that, should we qualify tier one as MVP? You know,
like we can't. We can't. We can't because
caliber, right?
You know, we can't do that.
We're now. So for you, your tier one is
if you want your tiers to be, and I'll classify my
If you were a GM, if you were a GM of a team right now, your tier one is you sitting in the draft board, and if we were drafting a quarterback, and no matter where we're picking at, these are the guys that are my first. So say, you know, Mahomes, Brady, Allen, all go off the board. Deshaun's there. You take it, Deshaun.
That don't work either. Because if I'm trying to say I'm drafting tomorrow, I fucking hate Brady. But I'm drafting his ass because he's gonna take me to the Super Bowl somehow.
That's why he's number one.
That's why he's number one.
Yeah, that's why he's the first name I said, bro. It's gotta be TB12.
All right, Scoop, give us your tier. Give us your tier
one.
one.
Aaron, you know what I'm saying? You can't deny them.
So my tier one is Allen, Mahomes, A-Rod, Brady. And then there's like this small window where I put Lamar, Deshaun, and Justin Herbert.
Damn.
Okay, so he just added Herbert.
Damn. Okay, so you guys are similar. So you two are gonna be on teams. I think me and Jeff probably gonna be more related than what y'all two got going on.
I'm just a Justin Herbert hater, so I purposely put that full tier too.
There's a lot of personal feelings in this. You hate Herbert.
Tier 4
I can't.
You hate Herbert.
Bro.
Jeff hates
I'm gonna do
Tom
what
Brady.
That one coordinator did. He could throw for 10,000 yards. That nigga trash. That's
what Tampa Tom, he's in my top tier.
Okay, that's cool. See, like I like how you did that there. You kept the personal feelings out of it, which I know is hard. It was hard for me too because when I get to mine, y'all know my boy. So, all right, so y'all two, Scoot and Gabe's is pretty similar. He just added Herbert in there, so not really too much of an argument there. Jeff, can you argue anything against these two tier one?
I'm not gonna argue it, and I don't know. I don't think I heard Gabe say this name. So my top tier is 4 guys. There's 4 guys starting in the league right now that, unquestioned to me, deserve that top tier. And I'm gonna start. Tom Brady is kind of a class of his own because he makes his offensive line better. He teaches his wide receivers, his tight ends. He's not the best dude on the field, but he makes everybody else that guy. So he's in a tier all by himself. Aaron Rodgers has been known to pretty much do that too. He makes people into the players they are. Then you got Patrick Mahomes. I love what Mahomes has done with tons of adversity. And the name that I haven't really heard is Russell Wilson.
Ooh.
For me, he's up there. He has to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Gabe is like, this is too much damn divisional love around this month. Because he know the Raiders the Raiders is coming in last, bro. You know it.
I had Russ, but football I feel like is a definitely what have you done for me lately sport, which is why I have Russ in tier 2 because.
But you just put Deshaun up there. He ain't played 2 years.
He's still that nigga. But the last time he played, he was that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have to go off that. You know, what did he do for me lately? And it was, I mean, I guess it was his fault he didn't play, but you know.
Okay, so
we're moving on past that.
So Jeff, touch on Russell Wilson for us a little bit.
When you look at what he's done for the Seahawks, he put that team solely on his back. I mean, what running game? I mean, he had Marshawn Lynch. They took it. You give him a running back that he can rely on, they're going. That offense will put him in a Super Bowl or in a position to win. He didn't need a ton of people outside. Nobody really looked at Lockett. And even now, if we look at fantasy, most people aren't looking at Lockett again. But with Russell Wilson, okay, now he's a threat. DK Metcalf, he's great, but he was a lot better with Russell Wilson. I mean, you're picking him up a lot faster with Russell Wilson than you would have Drew Lock. So I just look at it, and then even if he doesn't have an offensive line either. He's been running for his life for 5 years. Cam Newton ran for 3, and then he was like, all right, bro, I'm calling it quits. I can't do this in Carolina anymore. But Russell Wilson been doing it for 5 years, running for his life. Hike, oh, crap, and run. So for me, to be able to do what he's done in a very tough division, the Cardinals only get better on defense. The Rams only get better. The Niners have been there. It's just been a really tough division, and he's been right there, keeping a non-playoff team in playoff hopes. So he qualifies for me.
Cool. So I'm just going to sum it up real quick.
I feel it.
With my tier 1, because surprisingly, you guys, the 3 of y'all, really don't have too much of differences. Obviously, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. And then you got my tier 1 coming in here. Damn, dude. Same thing. 1, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. But I got 2 more quarterbacks in there that I think nobody's really mentioned. Hold on 1 second. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Someone was at my door. Josh Allen, Joey B. I got to throw him in there, man. I think, Gabe, you had Josh Allen in there, yes? Yes, you did. So, Joey B.
I did. I didn't want to throw
all
Joey
3
B
of y'all left Joey B.
Time.
How could you not?
I love Joey B, dog.
How could you not?
Just because I don't want him to be like, I want him to do it one more time, like not a Super Bowl, but like playoffs.
So
and shit,
I asked that question.
A fluke type
I asked
shit.
that question because then that's getting to the argument of, okay, what have you done for lately? Like you said, Gabe, what have you done for me lately? And then the thing that Jeff hates the most is bringing in stats and awards and all that stuff. He don't really got shit, but I put him in top tier 1.
I love the stats part of it, and that's why I don't put Joey B there yet. He is amazing, but there's just such a small sample size of work to go off.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
They start the game so cold that they have to play from behind most of the game. So for me, he's a tier 2. I understand why you put him in tier 1. He's just not there for me yet.
Okay, so I misunderstood. You do like the backing of stats and stuff.
I just don't like it. You saying he has to win a Super Bowl or they have to be able to win these games
in the playoffs.
Or you put him in those situations because then you're ignoring the fact that you got 50 other dudes that are making this, and that's where my argument for Lamar comes in. There's 50 other dudes.
Okay. My thing with Joey B is like, think about it. Dan Marino did the same thing, and Dan Marino, we would probably put him in tier.
He's Hall of Fame.
For me, he's Hall of Fame, but I would put him in tier 2 quarterback because like you got there. You didn't win, and you never got there again. Like, so you can't really say, like, out of all the stats that man put up and being one of the best to ever do it, that he really was going to go out there and just lead a team to a Super Bowl. And I know we don't say tier 1, you have to take a team to a Super Bowl, but I think with Joey B, it's one of those situations where he made it there last year. If the Bengals never make it back there again, we can't say he was ever really that good, because now you take into a fact like so many things can happen on the field that helped him get there. And so it's like think about it. Mahomes got there, won, and then came back the next year and got there again. And each year you're thinking like, okay, like I'm watching this man, like the other team has to play from kickoff of 0-0-1 to the end of 1-0-0, or else there is a chance Mahomes will beat you. Like we just saw it happen to Josh Allen, where hey, they scored, it was what, a minute and 17 seconds, and they went down there and tied the game. So it's one of those things where now say this for Joey B year 5, he got there, he got to the AFC Championship game, he may have lost. I say okay, but you know, he had one dream year. If he never does this again.
So this is why I said earlier that we need some type of criteria, because now I'm asking you the question, but you brought up earlier, you got a draft board, you about to draft these dudes right now today. Y'all ain't taking Joey B top 5?
All right, put it this way.
No, Gabe's not.
No, and the only reason the only reason,
hell no.
Wow.
If we're talking about only drafting quarterbacks, that's different. But if you're drafting a whole team,
no, drafting Joey B as a quarterback.
Jeff, we're talking solely quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks. Now, are you guys drafting to win this year, or are y'all drafting for franchise? That's another question.
But see, that's
you're bringing in longevity.
Different shit.
You're talking about drafting, because then I'm not taking
Brady or Rodgers.
Right.
Yeah.
They're too old. Okay.
That's different. Yeah.
Okay. So this is why rankings and tiers, you gotta have them separate. There's gotta be a guideline. There's gotta be a guideline for it. There's gotta be different ones. All right, let's move on to tier 2 here. Okay. Gabe, you go have. We'll just keep going in a circle.
All right.
So what's your
tier 2? Tier 2, the cap started off. I had Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford.
Did you just copy and paste?
Joey B.
There you go.
Kyler Murray, Derek Carr.
Oh yeah, he copy and paste, but
yeah, Justin Herbert and Dak Prescott, Dakota Rain.
Mr. Prescott.
You know what I just realized? I left
Dakota Rain.
I left Herbert out of my rankings completely. I'm all
good. Good. That nigga's trash.
I'm jacked up, bro. Okay. So all right, one more time, because I wasn't paying attention. I was cutting you off.
You a Raiders fan for real.
So you got Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford, Kyler Murray, Joey B, Derek Carr.
Yeah, and Herbert and Prescott.
Okay, so you got 6 in there and Prescott. Okay.
All right. Kyler. You should put Kyler.
Yeah, I said Kyler, yeah. So the only difference that we had, basically you swapped Lamar Jackson for my Joey B. You put Lamar Jackson in tier 1. I put Lamar Jackson tier 2. We'll get to that later.
Yeah, bro. I mean, he's won MVP. That means he was the best player in the National Football League.
What have you done for me lately? This is coming from Gabe. What have you done for me lately?
He was injured. I can't go off of last year.
So was
the whole team. The whole team was hurt. Hey, I love Cam. You know that's my favorite player.
All right, we're gonna go. Okay, it's a solid tier 2. Jeff, what's your tier 2?
Hey, give me a pass because I'm still looking at it.
Okay, I got you. Hey, look, Jeff worked 12 hours today around the clock, man. That boy's grinding. So this is a blessing. We get him here, doing his thing, and he had to make time for us. He's got a baby on the way. So I know my man, I've been there, dog. I've been there. Like the clock just like, there is no clock.
Hey,
there's no clock.
Speaking of that debut, we just got to give the shout out to Phoenix already.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He down there. I got to put his little toy together. And
newest member
of the Menu family.
The crazy thing is, Scoot, you about to be the only one left out.
Yeah.
We all
Dior too.
Well, he ain't here. David, we miss you, dog.
David, man, if you don't bring your ass on the pod, nigga,
right,
come on, bro.
Y'all know David's stepdaddy of the year, so
come on, David.
That's what David aspires to be.
I was in Hawaii on the pod, dog. I was next to the beach.
So. Yeah, for real.
On.
Nigga was enjoying the fruits of his labor on the pod working.
All right,
very
Scoot,
much so.
Tier 2. Give me tier 2.
Man, my tier 2 and Gabe tier 2, the exact same.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
See?
I mean,
Look, as much as we have different views, by fellas, we are damn near hand in hand in a lot of shit.
well, I mean, because it's one of those things where
It's
like
so easy.
Real life was hard for me. That shit was hard for me to put.
Really?
Yeah, it took me like an hour.
You look at it, you got to look at it in the sense of like how like the guys we're calling elite. They're like, you ain't sitting here like, as much as I love Kyler Murray right now in the game, you ain't sitting here like, yeah, man, if we put Kyler Murray on the Patriots right now, they going to the Super Bowl. Like, you don't talk about that, but like, you look at Aaron Rodgers, and if you put anybody else as a starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, even with Devontae Adams on that team,
you still not
that team. Yeah, that team's really still not like, you're not looking at that team like, yeah, they about to dominate the league.
So who's winning in the game this year? Packers or Raiders?
Or who? Raiders?
Packers or Raiders?
Man, we cracked the Packers. Get them out of here.
Oh,
I don't know. It depends on it depends on, as long as Max Crosby and Chandler Jones are healthy, every quarterback's having a long day.
A long day.
I don't understand.
Every quarterback's having a long day.
I don't understand how we gave y'all Chandler Jones. I just don't.
Bro, what are you talking about? The Broncos? Everybody's packed, nigga. They're all stacked.
I get it.
They have Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack in LA.
Yeah.
They have who they just signed? They just signed old boy in Kansas City. Fuck. Who they just signed?
Did they sign D Ford?
Defensive line. Defensive. Who?
Was it D Ford?
No, hold on. It's Dunlap.
Oh yeah, Dunlap.
They just signed Dunlap. They have whoever else on the line. Then the Broncos stay with two defensive linemen all times.
Okay. That's very Carlos Dunlap and Chris Jones coming up the middle of a defensive line is scary because everything has to go outside. Like you force them to play left right instead of north south. You good to go.
Jeff, you got that tier 2 ready for us, dog?
Yeah, I got my tier 2. I think it's gonna sound really similar though.
All right, see, this is why I wanted to do this.
I got Tyler, Dak, Lamar, Herbert, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford, and I'll be honest, I almost left Stafford out, but he throws for 5,000 no matter what, so he's in there. Derek Carr, Joey B, Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
So pretty much the same.
I really hate. I feel like tier 1 and 2 are playoff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like tier 1 and 2 are playoffs no matter what. Once you get to 3 and 4, it's like, okay,
who cares?
Yeah, exactly. It's like 3. I feel like
I don't think
playoff.
I don't think you'll say that when you hear my tier 3. You're gonna be like, "How the hell is he that low?"
Well, yeah, no,
how the hell is that low?
No, there's definitely quarterbacks that you're like, "Oh shit, he's a tier 3." All right, yeah, go ahead.
I got 2 quarterbacks on tier 3 that you guys have already said in tier 1 and 2. So
he said I got Lamar down there.
Yeah, hey, crazy.
I think doing this, I've been a low key quiet Lamar Jackson doubter. It's sad to say. All right,
I'm mid key with it, but
All right, so I'm gonna adjust my tier 2 on the fly here because I left that boy Herbie out, and that boy Herbert ice cream he's money, man. I think Chargers win the division. So sorry, Gabe. So I gotta throw him in there.
Yeah,
Look, Jeff said hell no. All right, tier 2 for me, 6.
It's the Chargers.
All right. So
they're
at 6,
they're still the Chargers.
6, I got Russell Wilson. 7, I'm gonna throw Herbert in there. I have Matthew Stafford at 7. Now I'm gonna have to put him in tier 3 for me. So Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Derek Carr. That's my tier 2.
I like it.
I mean, you have Lamar Jackson in tier 1. I have him 8 out of 10 quarterbacks.
I don't necessarily.
But guess what?
Why is
top 14
that, though?
teams make the play?
Well,
top 14 teams make the playoffs.
I get
don't
that,
matter.
But why are people so low on Lamar Jackson?
Lamar?
It's just like,
because
is it just where he fits?
It's a fake narrative of he can't throw the ball.
Okay, I want Scoot to touch on that. I'm throwing the ball.
It's not a fake narrative. It's he legitimately is not an elite passer. Like, he throws the ball well. He's not an elite passer like these guys that we put above him. And it's in a sense.
after you're done. Go ahead.
It's in the sense of like if you I think it was 2 years ago. You watched the game against the Browns. He threw for a total of like 102 yards until the mid third quarter, and then they're doing that where he's running out to the left side. Myles Garrett and everybody. Hollywood Brown's like open all the way on the other side of the field. He throws it across the field because nobody's there. Hollywood Brown catches it, goes 70 yards for a touchdown. Then they come back out, and then he has Mark Andrews on another crazy broken play for like 65 yards. So he ends up finishing the game with 300 yards, but half the yards came off 2 plays. And so it's one of those things where it's like,
what's wrong with that?
You get a Mahomes or somebody, and they getting 2 broken plays that's going for 150 yards. They putting up 500.
Tell him your theory, or tell the people your theory, because we all know your theory. Tell your theory, because I think it makes sense. I think this makes sense.
He didn't play baseball. Every QB that has been considered an elite passer that has played in the NFL in the last 25 years has been drafted to the MLB.
Aaron Rodgers in the MLB?
Yeah. Brady, Rodgers, Herbert, they've all been drafted.
Russell Wilson,
Kyler Murray, all of them. And everybody
is different. You can't compare Kyler Murray to the rest of these niggas.
Matthew Stafford, Jameis Winston.
Because the rest of these niggas get drafted. The rest of these niggas get drafted in round 47. Okay? Kyler Murray was drafted round 1, which means he's really good at baseball. My nigga, okay? He's very, very, very good at baseball. He's not okay. Well, none of them niggas can make a roster. Tim Tebow got drafted too. Look at him.
Do you think it makes sense though? Growing up as a kid, with your
hey, hold on, I'm about to debunk his little thing. Tim Tebow got drafted to the league. Look at that nigga. He couldn't throw a lick. I ain't trying to hear that shit at all.
Hey, Tim Tebow.
What position he played though?
He played quarterback.
Hey, talking about in baseball. He was a catcher.
Hey,
I'm
pretty sure the Steelers will have something else to say about that, but okay. Because last time I checked, Tim Tebow won a playoff game in Mile High.
Gabe, do you think it makes sense though?
Right.
That these the dual quarterbacks. Like hearing that, I want my son to play baseball, football. I do.
It makes sense for sure, but
all right.
Go ahead.
Lamar's that guy, bro.
I want to touch on the Lamar hate.
Yeah, we got to talk about it. We have to.
On the Lamar hate, because no, it has nothing to do with he's black. I don't care. I genuinely don't give a damn what color my quarterback is. If you can win me a game, get your helmet on, get your shoulder pads, and go win me a game. But the reason why
that is hilarious.
He's top 10. He's not my top 5. And the reason for that is until he can really dial in his reading of defense. He throws a freaking perfect ball. We could pull up highlights of him placing that ball where other quarterbacks are like, oh, crap, I can't do that. But there's plenty of highlights where he misses the wide open tight end. He misses the running back coming out of the backfield where he could easily check it down. He's always looking for that big bomb, and he misses too many easy things, which prevents them from scoring 30 points a game. Instead, they're scoring 15. And when you go up against the Mahomes, all right, that threshold is 30. You need to score 30 points. You know he's going to put it up, so you better do the same. And Lamar,
2 different completely style offenses, though.
And that's where I say
I agree with Jeff though. Like if you're going up with somebody that's going to score 30, you got to score 37. You got to score
30.
Yeah, but how you going to score 30 if you're on the sideline watching Lamar run the ball?
If Lamar makes that jump and he reads those defenses the way I would prefer him to read it, no doubt he's up in that top 5. But for me right now, he's just outside of that.
Another knock I have, and this isn't a knock on Lamar. This is a knock on what's his name, Harbaugh. Like when Michael Vick came in the league, the Falcons' goal was we're gonna make this guy an NFL quarterback with speed. Randall Cunningham. We're gonna make this guy an NFL quarterback who can run. Like most of these other guys were made to be NFL quarterbacks. They were crazy athletic, but the teams drafted them with the intent of, if you want to play quarterback, we're going to make you play quarterback and then use your legs. Harbaugh came in and was like, "Hey, Lamar, you want to run, bro? Yeah, you like running? All right, we go just run you." And then teams start figuring out, like, man, they go run this dude 20 times a game, pack the box, and they packed the box, and the Dolphins game last year. The
MVP.
Dolphins.
He went out and ran the MVP.
The Dolphins have had good enough corners to where they could play man coverage on the outside and not get beat with Byron Jones and Xavier Howard. And when you got 9 in the box and your corners is playing one-on-one on the outside, Lamar was beat because it was like, can I throw that slant right, 2 steps in front of the corner? I can't. And coach, and that's not a knock on him. That's bad play calling by the coach.
I've seen him cook plenty of teams with just Mark Andrews.
So I think what it is.
I'm cool with that. It's just a little bit of a joke for me, but I'm excited.
Bro, isn't he like 37-12? You talking about a nigga who's lost 12 games ever?
Bro, and
I'm talking about a nigga who's lost 12.
There's a
games.
whole team. You saying that like this basketball?
That's team aspect, though. Team aspect.
Tell me he
there's some
had one of the
teams
best
who lose
defenses.
12 games in a season.
I'm about to split
He
the
ain't lost
difference.
that in his career.
I'm about to split the difference right now. I'm about to tell you why I have Lamar Jackson pretty much in the middle of 10 quarterbacks.
But that doesn't matter. We're talking top 10 either way that he's in the playoffs.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying. He's still a good quarterback.
It is what it is. Yeah,
So let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it is what it is. Because he's fast, he's a freak, he's flashy, and the average person that watches football isn't realizing that he's missing shit. He doesn't throw interceptions. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit he wins, doesn't throw interceptions. The team wins, he doesn't throw interceptions. So people don't realize that. People are like, oh, he missed this guy, this over here, or he overthrew this guy. We don't talk about that. We don't see it. The average person that watches football, that doesn't watch everything else moving around, they just watch the ball. They see him running, getting yards, juking people. He's fast, and he's not throwing INTs. So that's what he's getting his bag. He's getting the money because that's what makes him good. Now, if he was out there throwing interceptions, I think all 4 of us would be like, yeah, this dude is RG3 or something. Get him out of here. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
None of us are saying he's bad. That's where I know, Gabe, you're arguing mad for him, but for me, I can't say that there's not 5 guys that I would draft in front of him. Going to Jordan's argument of a draft, there is definitely 5 to 6 guys I would pick in front of Lamar. And it doesn't matter what color he is.
It's crazy to say that because he's so flashy on TV. Like it's like a Ferrari on TV. It's like how you gonna turn out a Ferrari.
He's an elite weapon, but he's not an elite quarterback. Like, and that's what I try to get through to people. Like
that's why so all of us have Lamar Jackson in tier 2, and Gabe has Lamar Jackson in tier 1. Understand? Right?
Yeah.
But I also put Josh Allen in tier 2 because I think they're virtually the same person.
Huh?
Josh is big. Josh just bigger.
No, but the way they play, the style of the play that they run, I feel like Josh Allen and Lamar are so similar.
Josh Allen don't miss nothing.
Separate them.
Josh Allen don't miss nothing.
You mean those throws that he
throws over the top of his socks? What are you talking about?
He does? See, this is what I'm saying. I don't watch football like how you guys. I'm more of like the average guy. You guys are really in depth with this shit.
Hey,
I don't see Allen making mistakes. Like I only see that. And obviously, you listen to the commentating. They give these dudes so much praise. They talk about the shit off the field. They talk about it. It's like these dudes can do no wrong.
He didn't make. If he didn't make no mistakes, he would have beat Pat Mahomes.
In the pocket. Josh Allen is deadly accurate, but so is Lamar. Lamar is deadly accurate, but they do miss throws. Lamar has an issue where he misses the easy read because he's trying to go for a bomb. Josh Allen has the problem where when he sees the bomb, he usually gets so excited about it, he freaking launches it over Cole Beasley's head.
And this is why Jeff be kicking my ass in Madden, because I want the bomb. I want the home run. I want the fireworks. I want the Ferrari going 110 on the freeway, right?
I doubted Tom Brady so many times. I've doubted the man so much that I love his game.
Learned it. You learned his game. That's how it was with Kobe. I hated Kobe so much. I was like, I hate his game. And then I was like, dude, I have to tune into this. And now I'm like, yeah, that dude is probably the GOAT. All right. Does anybody have a tier 3?
No.
Nobody has a tier 3.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I do have a tier 3.
Tier 3 and 4. Well, no, 4 is for the rest of them niggas, but I got tier 3.
Okay.
All right, my tier 3. Cousins, Matt Ryan, Tannehill, Hurts, Mac Jones, Jimmy G.
Damn, I forgot a lot about
Trey Lance, Justin Fields.
Ooh. Ain't nobody say.
Nah, they're in the rest of them niggas right now.
No, I put them in that same tier because I see them there.
You off doing that off potential.
Hey, exactly. I am doing it off potential, but I think it's there. But my list is exactly the same, except for adding those two guys.
Okay. Go ahead, Scoot.
My list: Kirk Cousins, Jameis Winston, Jameis Winston again, Jameis Winston again, Jameis Winston
You don't
again.
know which one you're gonna get.
Damn, I'm sorry,
Jameis
James. Add James to mine too. I forgot, my nigga. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, this is where I think y'all smoking dope. I love
Jameis.
This is where I think y'all are smoking dope.
You don't like Jameis?
Hey,
this is where I think y'all smoking dope.
I will defend Jameis Winston to the end of time. Okay, because if you match his first 5 seasons to Peyton Manning's first 5 seasons, he's actually
still in crab leg.
He actually had a better first 5 seasons than Peyton Manning did. Secondly, I get it. Everybody likes to bring up that this dude threw 30 interceptions. Okay, this is also a guy
who was out there blind, my nigga. He got LASIK surgery. He ain't thrown a big sense.
And this is also a guy who was out there in a Bruce Arians offense. Go look at Carson Palmer's numbers the first year he had that offense in Arizona. Ton of picks because Bruce Arians is us. He want that Lamborghini going 110, just throw it deep. And you got to do 3rd year in the league. This quarterback's like, hey man, go out there and launch it. Jameis was like, oh, throw it.
Actually, really quick, he didn't say launch it. He said risk it for the biscuit.
He did.
Right. Yeah, so y'all got the same tier 3. So I'm obviously weird. This is where I'm not with the fam anymore because this is my tier 3, man. Tier 3, mind you, I did it in 5s. So this is quarterback 11 for me.
Oh, so there's 15. Okay.
Dak Prescott, Deshaun Watson, Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, Kirk Cousins.
You got Jalen Hurts over Jameis Winston? Nah, we out.
Bro, what?
We out. I'm done.
J-Mo can't run, bro.
Nah, Jalen Hurts is nice, bro.
Jalen Hurts is nice. He's getting all the twerks out right now. He's getting all the kinks out right now.
He nice.
All right, so.
Okay, hold on, Jeff. Before you go, because I don't know if I have Winston at 16. He's number 1 in tier 4 for me. To be fair, I didn't leave him off the board. I'm just taking Cousins, Jalen, Justin, Deshaun, and Dak over him.
I give you Dak and Cousins. But Jalen Hurts.
Keep in mind that we did it. We all did it all differently. I did 5 groupings of 5. Some of you guys did 6. So there's really not that much of a difference.
Nah, Jalen Hurts ain't nowhere near as good as Jameis Winston.
I want to do one thing, and this is a challenge, and this includes Dior too. We're gonna submit our top 15, or no, let's make it right down the middle. Top 16, meaning you're either starting and you're in the top half of the league, or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna post it on Instagram under the Manu account and our personal accounts. Who our top 16 are?
Okay, I'm down with that.
Not by tiers or nothing. You're literally gonna go. Number 1 is your best quarterback. Number 16 is number 16 in the league for you. It doesn't mean they even have to be starting. If Teddy B is on your list because he's sitting there as a backup, hey, let him be on your list. But that's my challenge to all of us, including missing Dior.
I'm down. Winston's gonna get left off because I got Winston at 16, but I forgot I got to put Herbert in there, so that it's the like Winston.
I can assure you one thing that we'll all have. Nobody's gonna have Teddy Bridgewater on this fucking list.
Geno Smith.
That nigga ain't making no top 16 list.
Does anybody have a tier 4? Anybody got tier 4?
Nah, the rest of
Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Scoot.
The rest of them. Everybody else.
I had to say it.
Scoot. Now listen, I got a tier 4.
Trey Lance and Jalen Hurts.
Winston. Listen, Winston, Lance. I'm with you, dog. Lawrence, Tua, and I threw Dewey Wilson in there because I love how he get down in the summertime. So I threw Dewey Wilson in there.
I feel really bad. I feel like Gabe got finessed in the Dynasty League by that trade with Dewey. Because, man, Dewey out there just throwing interceptions in camp right now.
It's the first day of pads,
That
bro.
nigga threw a 100-yard pick. I was like, God damn. How they do 100 yards in practice? Like, bro, you threw a 100-yard pick in practice? That's crazy, bro. It was like the nigga never stopped running.
It was the last play of the game or the practice, bro. It was just going for the home run. No.
He hit on the Jets last year.
Real talk though. So
they threw it to DJ Reed. Like, what are we doing?
I want to touch on two things real quick. I just want to touch on, obviously, training camp has started. Today was the first day of pads. I haven't really gone on and checked all.
For a lot of teams, Raiders been here.
Yeah, it's true. Raiders is on a mission. I haven't went and checked all the things, but last week we got a ton of highlights from all the rookies, man. So are you guys, like Jeff earlier said, this is a wide receiver
league. I can't fucking wait. What?
I had to get back in the draft. Just off of week one, I had to get back in the draft.
I can't wait. These rooks looking nice, bro, for real.
So Jeff, wide receiver league, man. Why do you think so?
All right, I think it is going to be a wide receiver league, but here's the problem I have with that. A lot of quarterbacks make their wide receivers. And I'm going to dial this back to all the way to a Peyton Manning moment. Look at all of Peyton Manning's receivers. They tried to go to New England after, and New England cut them. Man, you can't even make it. But that was Peyton Manning's like number 1 favorite receiver, number 2 favorite receiver. I mean, Reggie Wayne tried. Literally cut from the fold, went to New England. Yeah, you can't make it. Go try Washington. And so I think we're coming into a different league, though. And now we're going to start seeing cornerbacks start coming up, too. Because we see it in waves. We saw linebackers come in. Okay, now the fading of the running backs. We're seeing wide receivers come in. We're going to have to start seeing corners come back in. And those people
I think you're right. I think the corners and safeties are already becoming super freakish to even keep up with some of these receivers. I think the league is just talking about that
before y'all got on.
Yeah, man. It's the defenses are getting real nasty. But I think that
Carolina.
I think that actually like elevates the play of everybody. I think being in a receiver league literally elevates the play for everybody, the DBs, the safeties, the quarterbacks. When it was a running back league, what do we see? Offensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? Like I think O-line and running backs kind of decrease if we go into a passing league because a lot of these dudes don't need a lot of time because they're mobile and they can pass on the run. So you don't need to be sitting in the pocket. You don't need a pocket.
Right.
Hey, I'm going to call a quick timeout on y'all, though. Let it be a wide receiver league because you come into Carolina, you're getting your ass shut down.
The no-fly zone is there.
No-fly zone effect. That speed is Madden related, okay? No-fly zone in Carolina.
All right, last question real quick, and I want everybody's take on this one because this is a hot. It's on the spot. The greatest quarterback of all time. The greatest quarterback of all time. Here we go.
Easy.
Go ahead, Gabe.
Easy.
You said easy.
It's clearly Cam Newton. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. It's fucking obviously fucking that nigga down in Tampa, number 12.
Wow. Okay, Scoop. Who's your favorite?
I mean,
all time, GOAT.
Of all time, you got to say it's Brady. Like, there's just no way around it. You have to and
there's no argument anymore.
But the question also has to be it this way. Like when you say GOAT, what are you basing that off of? Are you? Because see, for me, this is my argument with the Jordan and LeBron. Where like I tell people, I don't give LeBron the GOAT because he's the most talented you've ever seen play back. Like LeBron James is the best gifted player of basketball that I think the world has ever seen and will ever see. But to me, that right here behind me, talent beats hard work when hard work does. I mean, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's Brady. That's GOATness to me. Like the person who you might not have all the skill set, but you know what? You go work harder to make sure you add up for that somewhere else. And we've seen it with Brady, 7 Super Bowls, 22 years, 23 years. And the man does not miss a step. Like he physically gifted. No, he's nowhere near the best one to ever hit the field. But that man has worked harder than anybody and everybody his whole entire career. You got to give him that.
Okay. Jeff, who's your GOAT? Sam Darnold.
Actually, I'm going to go with his rival. I'm going to go with the Tom Brady rival and Peyton Manning.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go.
So I have a specific reason why I say it, Peyton. Tampa Tom, I'll never take it away from
I love Peyton Manning, though. But nah.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Much away from Tampa Tom, but there's one guy that changed the way we play football today, and
Aaron Rodgers.
And Tom even admits it. Tom did a lot of training with Peyton to learn that specific offense. And Peyton changed the way, with him and Tom Moore down there in Indy, they changed the way the game was played. It was that no-huddle offense, that 2-minute offense that was just unstoppable. Them out routes with Marvin Harrison and Pierre Garçon. They ran a different kind of game. And for me, that's unmatched, unrivaled. Now, will he have the rings that Brady ever had? No, he can't get that. But he also didn't have Bill Belichick with a defense every year either.
Omaha, Nebraska, Omaha.
No, hey,
I'm going to do something different just because I want to be different. Y'all go ahead, but I'm going to go up a little something.
And like I tell folks this, Belichick is not a good coach. He's a good lawyer that is a coach. Because that man know every gray area of the rule book possible. He's a good lawyer. Like when a lawyer go to a case and they know, like, well, this article says this, but you can get away with this. That's Belichick. Like, he know what you can get away with in the rule book. Like, I feel like dude just be sitting there reading the rule book. Like, all right, that's a gray area we go exploit. That's a gray area we go exploit. And so for so long, like, he's exploited the gray areas in the rule books, and it's just like they get away with that.
Peyton did that with the 12th man on the field. How many times do you guys see Peyton Manning quick call of play?
I'm gonna give y'all something different. I'm gonna give y'all the most forgotten GOAT of all time. The most forgotten GOAT. Yep. Well, this is somebody that we all love football. I think we're all the same age for the most part. So we all know that this dude was like superhero as little boys. So this is the most forgotten GOAT. Easily.
We got Brett Favre.
Brett motherfucking Favre, bro. Bro, y'all didn't love Brett Favre when y'all was a kid?
I did love Brett Favre. He was awesome.
But he was never my top.
He was awesome.
The original Baker Mayfield.
So that I was going to ask, what's your comparison? You're saying Baker Mayfield. What's your comparison? Who's okay? That's Scoots. Cam Newton.
The comparison? Pat Mahomes.
Ooh, Pat Mahomes.
That's why Andy redrafted that nigga. He moved up to get him because he said it reminded him of Brett Favre. That's what all the reports were saying when they moved up, because the Chiefs were not at number 10 or whatever the fuck. They moved up to take that nigga before Deshaun, right? He got picked up before Deshaun got picked up.
I don't know what this man didn't do to be remembered, but he's a player that's on the brink of being forgotten, like, completely.
And he definitely ketchup with a steak.
I used to love waking up on Sunday and watch this dude play in Green Bay. I think he should have just ended it in Green Bay. He should have just ended it in Green Bay. I think maybe that might.
He was bugging. I'm not gonna lie. Him and the Vikings was hard.
Yeah.
Him and the Vikings was dope. They had that win against San Francisco at the last second when that nigga threw that bomb. That shit was hard.
Like when our kids become 30, they're not gonna even know who this is. Hey, that's crazy.
Yeah, they will.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
Nigga, you gonna tell them?
I mean, yeah, mine are. It's going to be hanging up in the fucking room. But who the fuck is this guy right here? They don't even make those anymore. Like, dude, this is the greatest.
I was at Uncle Jay house and he had this Brett Favre poster. Who's Brett Favre? That's Baker Mayfield.
So here goes my comparison, and it's because of the number. This is Derek Carr, man.
Yes, sir.
This is Derek Carr, bro. 100%.
Hey, legit. Like, goes through so much. Don't have the
that
best
means he about to get a ball.
Find a way to win.
And Gabe, Gabe, this is gonna make you happy. As a Cardinal fan, Raiders win the Super Bowl this year, man. They are.
No, it's next year. It's next year.
And we got to win in LV.
Okay, so the Arizona win this year. Arizona win this year. Yeah, they got to win next year. But they came to camp early, boy. They on a mission. Them boys is not playing.
Yeah,
them boys is not playing.
Mad if we win this year? No. I wouldn't. I would cry. I'm gonna cry either way. Real quick, and the niggas can't say a motherfucking word to me ever again. Cause nigga didn't want to have 4 chips and then one recently. Get the fuck out of here. Then you could be like, oh, Oh, what did the Raiders done recently? A bowl, nigga. Bowl up them now. Yeah, what's happening? And don't let us get a fifth either. Boy, don't play with me. Hey, I'm about to be in the. Somebody say something. What?
Y'all winning the Super Bowl in Arizona, man.
Five.
Arizona winning one in Vegas. Go ahead, Jeff.
2 things to say on that. Before I forget, one, if the Raiders win a bowl, Gabe probably gonna try to smoke that shit.
Bro, we're going. We're
number
going.
2 is Jay. You bringing up Brett Favre. There's a memory, and I really strongly believe this. The Saints don't cheat in that playoff series. Minnesota goes on and either contends for the Super Bowl or wins that Super Bowl. But
that's crazy. You remember that, bro? Because I do not remember that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, when
the bounty,
the bounty gate.
There was multiple hard hits.
Was that cheating?
Oh yeah, that's why there's that giant asterisk next to it.
Wait. They were putting money on the people, right? That's what it was. They were okay, yeah, that's cheating.
But you look at that game. Brett got hurt early on because of that, and they
that's
continued.
fucking wild, actually.
He fought through it. They still almost won that game. And you look at the staff around Brett. It's not like he was a lethal team, but that could have been Brett going away on that sunset with a winning record, and I really strongly believe that. So, in that case, fuck the Saints, and I'm pretty sure Scoop can agree since I'm a Panthers fan, he's a Bucks fan. Fuck the Saints, but go Jameis.
Hey, but I'm gonna just end it on this. Okay, I think I told Jeff this earlier, like in the middle before preseason started. Brett Favre and Baker Mayfield are legitimately the same player, and people tell me I'm crazy when I say this, but if you go look at Brett Favre's career in Atlanta, his 4 years in Atlanta, where he was the first round draft pick, they felt he wasn't that good of a quarterback. They just weren't going to win with him. He did enough, but he wasn't good enough. They shipped him up to Green Bay for a bag of pennies, and he had a Hall of Fame career.
Went crazy, yeah.
I'm telling you, Baker Mayfield going down there.
Baby girl.
Baker Mayfield going down there to Carolina is going to open doors. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, Nick Chubb is a great running back, but he's never had a true passing attack. And now you're putting a guy who was a Heisman Trophy winner that led NCAA in passing and a passing attack and saying, hey, go throw the ball and win us games. He still don't know the offense yet, so he's been out there looking real trash. But once he learned this offense, I promise you, this dude's about week 3 and on, he gonna be one of the top quarterbacks.
Who?
Hey, and we
Baker?
don't need him to be a top quarterback. We just need him to not turn over the ball. The defense got you on the other side. Carolina's good on defense. Just don't turn the damn ball over. We can settle for field goals. All right. First and another one. Camila's on the pod. So welcome Camila to the podcast.
I had to put on mute because she's going crazy, but she's running up and down the hallway saying, Dad. So, hey, it's been a minute since we chopped it up, man. I know we went a little longer today for sure. I would have loved to really tap in with everybody's mental space, but this kid's going to go crazy. You know what? We're going to do it anyways, man. Before we get out of here, all right, starting with Jeff. Tell me how you feeling, man. How you feeling right now, 1 to 10?
No words. We straight 10.
You straight 10? Okay.
10 game.
Tired, but we a 10.
Tired. Scoot, how you feeling, man?
Man, I'm on the 8.5. I can't complain. I got some UB stuff in the works on shipment on the way to being delivered. So, it's been a while, but we back.
He lost a half point because of that last Madden game.
My
bad. Gabe, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good right now, dog. Yeah. I would say a 9 out of 10.
Sheesh.
Not as good as Jeff, obviously, but
right.
No, I'm
That's
doing good, man. Everything's on the up and up.
We're halfway
Positive
through.
Vibes only.
We're a little bit over halfway through another year. Hey,
I know, it's crazy.
We're all at 10s right now, man. That's a blessing. That's a good thing, man. It's hot. We're about to make it through the summer. Get ready for the winter time. I love y'all, man. It was fun. We're gonna try to get back again tomorrow and talk about some wrestling because I'm about to go watch SummerSlam and then I'm about to watch Raw because I'm excited because Triple H is taking over. So tune in, follow us on everything, and we're gonna get up on Instagram and do this challenge that Jeff brought up earlier. Tap in with us, see how y'all feeling.
Hey, let's add to that challenge. Let's put up a vote.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing on the line or nothing. Let's see who everybody agrees with more. We'll try to post it before the preseason is full effect, but let's each put up our stuff and see who.
What, the top 16?
Yeah, they ain't gonna agree with mine. I already know. But
yeah,
that nigga about to have Tom Brady, then Jameis Winston.
Nah, take it seriously. Let's do it, and then I'll try to figure out how we can make it. I mean, Scoot, you probably help me too. We'll make like a little graphic so we can get all of our thing up there, and then let the people vote on it. That'd be tight. Or we can do, because Instagram you can only vote 2 things. We'll do a versus. We'll do a versus, and then we'll face off. We'll do like a
a little bracket.
Yeah, do like a little bracket.
We can do a bracket, or we could just do it as a quiz. It don't matter which one's the right or wrong answer.
Really? Because I thought like if you press one goes green and the other ones go
red.
I
like
so
that.
I don't know.
Like
anyways, we're gonna get together. We're gonna figure it out. It's coming. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out of here.
Peace.